when it comes to dating, do you prefer dating more extroverted people because they kind of balance you out, or do you prefer dating like fellow introverts? So whoever wants to go first.
I don't know, man. Like, I think that I like dating extroverts, but man, the the catalyst to this whole experience of comedy was a big extrovert, and that was a nightmare. So I think I might I think I might um, look for some people that are more like myself. I think is probably my next move. So
All right, mood it.
Yeah, I think introverts. I would be more drawn to introverts. But I also wonder, like, I had this impression that, well, I can expand on that. Like, I think introverts can maybe understand more where I'm coming from and maybe be better listeners, and perhaps like receive my, I don't know, stories and experiences with like open ears, maybe without like immediately providing like insight or judgment. But I don't know that I've ever. Yeah, I don't know what it would be like to date an extrovert. So that's like pretty new to me, but I would be a little bit like just a
you
little
want to know?
afraid. Yeah. A
Afraid?
little
I can tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. So I have dated mostly extroverts, but I think like my dream is to probably be with another introvert, just because one of the biggest problems, well, I mean, there's been problems in every relationship, obviously, but one of like the more consistent problems for me was they would always get mad when I wanted to be alone, and they couldn't understand that it's just like, I need to be alone. And they would think it's like, oh, it means you don't love me. I'm like, no, don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with you. That's just how I operate. And they couldn't understand that. So introverts obviously do. So it'd be nice to not have to constantly explain myself.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there's an extrovert who's understanding of that, that would be cool. But most of the ones that I've dated don't. They take it personally. So, but the only thing is about like introverts dating other introverts is like, it usually never happens because they're too scared to like tell each other that they're interested. It's like, so then it never happens, because it's happened to me several times where I'll like someone and I assume like they hate me or they don't like me, and so nothing happens, and then I'll find out later. They'll be like, oh, I used to like you. I'm like, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah.
I liked you
Yeah.
too. So that's something I think us introverts probably need to like get better at. But yeah, that's just like the hurdle, I think, with like introverts dating other introverts, is like no one wants to like make
Like,
a move
yeah.
or anything. Yeah.
Dating an extrovert will get you out of your comfort zone. So that's like a plus, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like, also, I always feel guilty. Like, I always feel guilty for doing the introverted thing, you know, even if it's like, you know, well understood and they're like, no, it's fine. Like, I can still like I can still see the, you know, I sense the judgment, you know, like the disappointment, especially for those like long introverted, like kind of seasons, you know, where it's like, I'm kind of just digging being, you know, doing the introverted thing.
Yeah. And I would be so like, I would actually try to push my exes to like do things away from me. I'm like, go hang out with your friends. Please go do things that have nothing to do with me. And they're like, no, I want to be with you. I'm like, I want to be alone. I need some time. Please go hang out with your friends. And they
Ghost
wouldn't.
me, please.
So I'm like, please ghost me for once. Yes. Yes, at that point, yes, please ghost me.